Live. Welcome. Better late than never, right? We had a few technical difficulties. We are live now. Welcome to another episode of our podcast, The Impact of Business Coaching. You can find our podcast live on Facebook, LinkedIn, and YouTube, and you can find recorded versions of it also on these platforms as well. So today we have the great privilege of having Andrew Lamb on our podcast. Andrew and I are, we go way back.
We do.
Andrew's my coach. Andrew's a friend. Andrew's a lot of things to me. And but today, the history of this particular podcast episode is Andrew was our first guinea pig, and we are a much more professionally run podcast. Thanks to Andrew.
I need to go get some lipstick. And thankfully, you being your guinea pig, I need some more red lipstick.
That's for sure. So anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. We do this podcast because for one really basic reason is we love business coaches. As I said, Andrew is my business coach. I am the beneficiary of great coaching throughout my entire life, not only as a child with athletic coaching, but as an adult. So with that said, I could go on about Andrew and how much he means to me, but let's go ahead and introduce Andrew. Welcome to the podcast. Andrew, if you would, just give us a brief background about you and how'd you get into business coaching?
So obviously you don't know me because I'm never brief. And I'm, originally I came from Ireland, so I've kissed the Blarney Stone. So obviously I'm just going to start talking, and I could talk the hind legs off a donkey. So, and maybe if I had a bottle of whiskey, we could even talk longer. But anyway, all right, history. So I don't tell a lot of people this, but I was actually born in a little town called Blackburn in northern England.
Okay.
I was there. My dad was a police officer, then became a butcher, and my mom's a nurse. So we're kind of running a family business over there. My dad had got out of the police force, running a family business, butcher shop, and during that time, that was in the 70s, there were some pretty horrendous things going on in the UK at the time. There was a particular event in Birmingham, which was a massive loss of life. And because my mom was Irish, nobody came to my dad's store. Literally went belly up in 3 months. So you can probably think as a small village, 2 butcher shops that survived and did very well between the two of them. An incident like that, just nobody came. So we actually moved over to Ireland. Probably in 1979, I believe it was, and then lived in Ireland for as I got educated through